Welcome to Daily Sync, your concise source for today's top stories, tech insights, entertainment buzz, wellness tips, and more. I'm Alex Harper.
And I'm Jordan Bennett. Let's dive into today's headlines.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. From a metal detector discovering 15,000 Roman coins in Wales, potentially the nation's biggest hoard ever,
To U.S. military striking drug vessels in the Pacific, killing 5 smugglers.
and research revealing AI assistants misrepresent news 45% of the time.
We're here to keep you informed. Let's dive in.
Starting with current events, metal detectorist David Moss discovered up to 15,000 Roman coins in 2 clay pots in a North Wales field, potentially Wales's biggest hoard ever. The 36-year-old from Cheshire experienced goosebumps after the find but feared theft, sleeping with the pots in his car for 3 days before delivering them to experts. The coins now rest safely at National Museum Cardiff for analysis. Experts believe the discovery will likely prove Wales's largest Roman coin hoard, surpassing previous records. The find joins over 1,200 known Roman hoards across Britain from the period of Roman occupation.
U.S. military conducted strikes in the Eastern Pacific, killing 5 alleged drug smugglers as part of Trump administration's expanded counter-narcotics effort. The operations targeted suspected drug vessels in international waters, marking escalation in military involvement against trafficking. The strikes represent controversial use of military force against civilian vessels in peacetime operations. Critics questioned legal authority for lethal force against suspected smugglers rather than law enforcement interdiction. The Trump administration defended the action as necessary to combat cartels threatening American security. The operations reflect broader militarization of drug war efforts.
Now in technology, SpaceX disabled over 2,500 Starlink terminals, allegedly used by scam centers in Myanmar, where the service isn't licensed but enabled large-scale cybercrime tied to human trafficking and fraud. Lauren Dreyer, Starlink VP, stated SpaceX proactively identified and disabled terminals near suspected scam centers. Myanmar's military-rated KK Park Cybercrime Center, detaining 2,198 people and seizing 30 Starlink terminals. SpaceX can disable terminals by ID numbers or geofencing. The Karen National Union, accused by Myanmar's military of involvement, denied connections to scams. The incident highlights satellite internet's role enabling crime in unlicensed regions.
Meta laid off approximately 600 employees from its AI division, restructuring to streamline operations and solidify Alexander Wang's leadership over AI strategy. Workers across AI infrastructure units, fundamental artificial intelligence research, and product positions were impacted. However, TBD Labs employees hired this summer under Wang were spared, underscoring Zuckerberg's bet on new expensive hires versus legacy employees. Within Meta, the AI unit was considered bloated, with teams often competing for computing resources. After cuts, Superintelligence Labs' workforce sits just under 3,000. The layoffs cement Wang's role steering Meta's AI strategy despite recent major investments in AI talent.
Amazon showcased new robots and AI systems, including Blue Jay, which moves 75% of item types and coordinates multiple robotic arms performing tasks, previously requiring 3 separate stations. Project Aluna uses agentic AI to optimize sorting and reduce bottlenecks. Amazon Robotics chief Ty Brady insisted, "The real headline isn't about robots, it's about people." Despite leaked documents showing automation plans to replace 600,000 jobs. CEO Andy Jassy previously wrote, "Generative AI will require fewer people doing some jobs and reduce total corporate workforce." Amazon highlighted hiring 250,000 seasonal positions while deploying automation technologies.
On today's hot topic, AI assistants misrepresenting news 45% of the time.
European Broadcasting Union research coordinated by BBC found AI assistants routinely misrepresent news content across languages, territories, and platforms. The study, involving 22 public service media organizations in 18 countries, evaluated over 3,000 responses from ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, and Perplexity, against accuracy, sourcing, and context criteria.
Results showed 45% had significant issues, 31% serious sourcing problems, 20% major accuracy issues, including hallucinations.
From a business perspective, these misrepresentation rates threaten AI companies' credibility just as they position assistants as primary information gateways. Tech giants invested billions establishing AI as trusted sources, but 45% error rates could trigger user abandonment and regulatory crackdowns. News organizations may demand licensing fees or block AI access, eliminating free training data. The findings justify increased scrutiny from regulators who can impose fines and restrictions. Companies face expensive infrastructure overhauls, improving accuracy, or risk losing market share to more reliable competitors. Business model sustainability depends on information integrity they haven't demonstrated.
While that business case has merit from a human impact perspective, AI assistants with 45% misrepresentation rates actively erode democratic information ecosystems by making misinformation seamless and authoritative sounding. Users trust AI summaries without verification, accepting hallucinated details and missing context as fact. The 31% sourcing failure rate means people can't trace information origins or evaluate credibility. When Gemini shows 76% error rates, millions receive fundamentally unreliable news interpretations daily. This creates information asymmetry where AI companies profit while citizens make decisions based on corrupted information, undermining informed democratic participation and public discourse quality at societal scale.
Moving on to business, Netflix used generative AI in Happy Gilmore to production, signaling mainstream entertainment's AI adoption. The sequel to Adam Sandler's 1996 golf comedy incorporates AI-generated content in various production elements. Netflix's embrace of generative AI represents broader industry shift toward AI-assisted filmmaking. The move follows ongoing debates about AI's role in creative industries and concerns from writers and actors about job displacement. The application demonstrates how streaming platforms leverage AI for cost savings and production efficiency. Industry observers view this as taste of widespread AI integration coming to entertainment production.
Tinder launched mandatory facial verification for all users to combat bots and scammers plaguing the dating platform. The identity verification requires users to take real-time selfie videos, matching their profile photos before accessing matches. Tinder claims the system will significantly reduce fake profiles and catfishing incidents that eroded user trust. The verification uses AI to compare live video with static images, blocking accounts failing authentication. Critics raised privacy concerns about biometric data collection and storage. The mandatory requirement marks major shift from optional verification, potentially affecting millions of users who previously avoided identity checks.
For your daily challenge, pick one news story you hear about today from any AI assistant or chatbot. Then track down the original source yourself. Read the full article, check the publication date, verify the quotes.
Notice what the AI left out, mischaracterized, or hallucinated. This exercise reveals how much you're trusting machines that get it wrong nearly half the time.
That's all for today's episode of Daily Sync. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.